Hello there again. Hello there again. How's everybody doing? Right, I've said that twice now. I don't really use the normal camera live stream, things like that at this moment in time. Hopefully everybody can hear me. My microphone is doing too well at this moment in time, or the sound doesn't seem to be doing too well. I've had a quick, should I say, request of the reasons why I'm doing this, as in why haven't I joined a fringe party, for instance. The main reasons why I haven't joined a fringe party is because I don't think that the fringe party themselves offer the same thing as being able to do it yourself, as in putting the idea of a party in yourself. Now, I'm not trying to say that I've got lots of YouTube videos. I'm not saying I've got lots of YouTube subscribers or even Facebook subscribers or whatever. I haven't got a lot of a big of a following. But the thing is, as I've been trying to say, the ideas themselves are what matter. Now, I think that the idea of being able to bring a party into the idea of actually being run by the people again, rather than a facade of being run by different aspects of corporatism or cronyism. A lot of people always say that we need to get money out of politics. And I'm a firm believer that I do think that we do need to get money out of politics. And I think the way that you get money out of politics is by not taking donors anymore. Yes, you can still be financed. You can still do sort of financial dinners and things like that to get some funding and things like that. You can do that, which is not a problem. But for me, it's a case of the reasons why I haven't joined or want to join another political party. No, it's fine. It's fine, Mr. Bear. It's fine. I'll just quickly go through what I just said before. Basically, the reasons why I wouldn't want to join it's because I'm on the freaking camera one. I haven't put up the normal live stream I would do as an event. I've done it as a go live thing with a camera just to get over and done with quickly. But the reasons why I wouldn't join a fringe party, so to speak, is because I don't think that all of their policies would align to what I would want. Now, that's not me trying to say that, I don't think that this can do this or this can do that. The main thing that I really want is to bring politics back to the people, back to the actual idea of being run by the people for the people. So that's the reason why I've tried to create this party, is so that you can take the finances and money laundering and everything else like that and money dropping out of the party for itself. So when I was talking about before about the NCM, the National Council membership, if you are a part of the National Council membership and the local council membership, the money that comes from being a member, as well as actually I know compromises, but the reason why I want to do it like that is because with the money that comes from the membership, you can put that into the party to fund the party. And that way, instead of it being a case of other people that are not part of the party trying to dictate policies, the people that are actually putting money into the party and the common person and the common man can actually be able to put their policy ideas forward without actually running into other people's financial power and financial backing. It would be a case of if the idea is good, it will gain traction, and if it gains traction, it will then become a policy after it's been implemented by the leader, the deputy leader, and the NCM. So once it's a case of that, the power really does come back to the people again, rather than it actually going past and actually becoming part of their financial membership. So for me, it's a case of trying to take money literally out of the political party and giving it back to the people. That's the main reason why I've decided to form my own party, so to speak, because I honestly do feel that the money itself can be more of a hindrance rather than it being a case of actually politically helping people. Because if you were able to take, for instance, the both councils I've just said, as I've made up, so to speak, that LCM and the NCM, with those joint fundings, if you were able to make that a national point, you could quite easily get very, very good. Yes, it is like a public shareholder type of deal, where it would be a case of you put all of your money into a proper fund, and with that funding, it then gets decided on the NCM where that money goes, which is run by the people, obviously, their national council membership. So it's not just the party leader that decides where the fundraising goes, where they would go and do meetings and things like that. It's also done by the NCM. So they can actually decide, with the help of the treasurer, where the money's going, where everything's going. And remember, the treasurer is elected by the NCM as well. So it's completely controlled by people, rather than people that are outside of the party. It's run by people that are in the party, that believe in the message of the party, that believe in the message of helping the people. That's the reason why I've decided to come up with this actual idea, is so it's actually run by the people. I like the idea of UKIP when it's a case of people are running for different ideas of freedom of speech, and mostly liberal ideas as well. But unfortunately, because it has a stain of being classed as racist, I don't feel that they would ever really gain too much of attraction with the normies, so to speak, on internet speak. So for me, it'd be a case of, if you actually produce a new party, a new idea that's run by the people, I think a lot of people would latch onto it with the right backing. And that's not me trying to say that you should back me or anything else like that. You back me on ideas, don't back me on promises or anything else like that, if you do. But that's the point. It needs to be backed by people. It is a racist right-wing ideology, to be fair. It is really racist. Really, really racist. Oh, well, never mind. Just another racist nationalist decided to come through, which is quite a good idea, actually, because I've actually named our principal, so to speak, as a libertarian civic nationalist party. Those are actually part of the ideals that go through our constitution. So, like I said, I think I've done all right with the ideas. Admittedly, as I said, it's a case of, at this moment, I'm one guy. But once I get things registered and hopefully get a little bit more of tweaking what's going on, I think I should be all right. I do thank you very much for actually coming and take the time to actually have a look at it and give me a couple of ideas and things like that. But I really just want to bring power back to the people. It does sound better, but unfortunately, the left would actually come out and just go, he's a nationalist, he's racist, he's racist. But then again, I suppose they would actually miss out the civic nationalist anyway on purpose. Look, he's a liberal nationalist. I might as well, yeah, to be fair, I might as well. They're going to take the civic bit out anyway, aren't they? Or they're not going to explain it properly, one way or other. Yes, they would. But no, I honestly do feel that that's the best thing for me, and that's the reason why I've done the party this way. Is I want to take money out of politics and I want to give the power back to the people. And what better way of doing both than giving the money situation back to the people and giving power completely to the people that put the money into the party? I think that's the best way, and I think all politics should be done like that, not just my party or parties in general. I think all politics should be done that way. So for me, I think I'm doing all right. I think the idea is good enough. Yes, it does need a lot more polishing. I'll give you that. I am going to need recruiting. I hear Birmingham's free at the minute, Mr. Bear. Are you free? Well, I'm only just then anyway, but yeah, I think that's the thing that I wanted to do as well, to be fair, is that when we do actually start getting people in and getting MPs in, is I wanted to do a general sort of live stream, not necessarily on this channel, but in general, like making it a lot better and actually being able to have everything done online. Cheers. I thought I could count on you. But no, I do feel that that's probably one of the best things. I lost my track of thought now. That's not good, is it? That's not good at all. I would never be able to do well at bloody question time, would I? So why have you done this? Well, I've done it and then cut off, and it's like, yeah, that's it. That's me gone. That's me gone. No, I do need recruiting, but no, I think that I just remembered my train of thought. No, that's what I wanted to do. That if we did start getting a lot more members through and different politicians or different council members in different areas, for instance, because council seats are easier to win than MP seats, obviously. So if we were able to get a lot more councillors together, we could have live streams about the policy matters and what they're trying to push and what they're trying to go through, and they can explain what the decisions were. They can explain why they voted the way that they did, and bring a power of explanation back to the people of why they did something, why they did this, And then that way, when people do become elected under the party's banner, for instance, it would be a case of they would be held accountable by the people, because the decisions they make, they have to explain, rather than it just how it is nowadays, where, yes, I've made a decision and I don't care what you think. It's a case of, no, we need to hold our politicians to account, and they need to explain the reasons why they've come to this decision, to actually be able to have discourse again, to actually be able to talk. Because the process is that we need to talk a hell of a lot more than what we do, and we need to be a hell of a lot more open than what we are. And with politics in itself at this moment in time, it's a closed door. Nobody really knows what goes on. Nobody really knows what's said. Now, I'm not trying to say that all negotiations need to be open, all trade deals need to be exposed. That's definitely not what I'm trying to say. But the decisions made can be explained, and explain the reasons why they're going on, and can be held accountable to that party and to our party. And if that can happen, I think politics will be a lot better, and people will actually be able to run for the benefit of the people rather than it being a benefit for themselves. Because I think a lot of people that go into politics now actually do it for the benefit of themselves and not for their people. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. If I do start growing and looking at merging at other fringe parties, that is a good idea. And other independents, that would be a really good idea to try and get people actually involved, especially with the principles that are already set up, especially with other independents. So no, that is a really good idea, and I do actually thank you for that, because I didn't even think of that to begin with. It's only taken me 5 months to get here. It's not taking me long, honest, not long. But no, that is a really good idea. I think that if we do push forward with this idea, which I still need to get it registered, as I said on the other live stream, it is going to cost 150 quid. I can put 50 quid in a month to try and get things done. I'm not earning too much money, obviously, but whatever. I'm not trying to beg for poverty or anything. But no, I can put 50 quid in. So in 3 months' time, I'd be able to register it by myself anyway. If and when I register it, I will let everybody know. That would be an idea. That would be an idea, to be fair. The pirate party. And the, what is it? Is it the absolutely raving loony party? The loony party? I used to love that party. I used to vote for them all the fucking time. No, that's true. There isn't that many in those type of parties anymore as well. There are quite a lot of independents that are out there as well, to be fair. There are a lot of independents that are out there at the moment. If I can convince them to jump ship into the idea of flying this banner, I've got to go for the Raven Looney Party, surely. I've got to go for them. Come on. I do want more members, but I'm not giving them cookies. I'm not giving them cookies. I'm not bribing them. But that being said, cookies? Do you have any more questions at all, either of the two people that are watching? Because I absolutely love being able to talk about this, and I think that's the idea of politics, to be able to explain what your ideas are. I do think that we should get party grid girls back. I do think that. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I've never actually thought of that. That is a good idea. I'll have to have a look at that, especially for local area. See if they wanted to rejoin or anything else like that. But the thing is, I can't offer them any sort of money. All I can offer them is an idea of running. I definitely would say for independents, that it would be a good idea for independents to run under a banner. But then again, with some independents, it's a case of running as an independent that makes them viable. The fact that they're not part of a political party, which is another reason why I decided to make our own political party. Because it would be a case of it's something completely different. The principles all are there, they're explained. I'm not contacting Nigel Farage. For a start, he's still a member of UKIP. It's not because I don't like Nigel Farage, it's because he's already doing his MPship. And if he was going to be an MP for anything, he would still be doing it for UKIP. Let's be honest. Why would he join a little party like mine? That's just not going to happen. I mean, I would love for it. Yeah, I know he's still that's all, folks. No, but he's still. I know he's still an MEP, but he's an MEP for UKIP, so he's still a member for UKIP. He's not an independent, so it wouldn't be a case of being able to contact Nigel Farage and say, "Hey, do you fancy jumping ship, so to speak?" And why would he jump from UKIP to joining either an independent or my little party. And don't get me wrong, I like the idea, and I would absolutely love to have somebody like Nigel Farage on. Fuck me, the party would gain traction exponentially and superbly quick. But yeah, it is what it is. It's an idea that's was created on a live stream, to be fair. Hillary does not need a job, and if she does, she can fuck off. That's a good idea. There is a libertarian party, but it is minute, and it's not in every county either. It's only in certain counties, and I think most of them are in London. And unfortunately, I'm nowhere near London. Though, to be fair, I know what you're going to say next. Well, that's fine. If we were able to get more people in London, then we can get other people other places. But it's still a case of trying to get this party bloody registered first. That's the most important thing that I need to do. I need to tweak the constitution a little bit more so it's actually eligible. That would be a start. That would really be a start. But no, I'm very, very happy in where we're going at the moment, and I appreciate everybody that's taken the time to actually interact with me and given me their ideas as well. For a start, I definitely wouldn't have thought of contacting other independents or other fringe party members either. So I absolutely love that, and I would say thank you very much to everybody on that. But that's the thing, though. I don't need rich mates at this moment in time. All I need is for it to be registered, because I can run for myself in my own constituency when it comes to that point. You have to remember that if Theresa May doesn't get kicked out, and if after that, because it's going to happen, if after that it's a case of she doesn't, Conservatives don't call a general election or Labour don't call a general election, we'll be able to build for the next general election. So it's a case of once we get done, we still got a couple of years if things don't change. Yeah, no, crowdfunding would be a good idea. But I'd preferably actually get donations from party members. That way it's accountable and there's actual reasons for it and people can actually put their ideas in. But at the beginning, it's a case of trying to collect all money you can and then you can try and put things together. So, yeah, I can see definitely where you're going from. It's still a case that we've still got around about 3 to 4 years to be able to try and put things together, or at least I have anyway. And the ideas themselves are flying thick and fast from everybody at this moment in time. So it's very, very interesting. The only problem is I'm actually going to have to get off because I'm going to have to do another bloody live stream as my alter ego. But thank you very much for everybody that's actually come along. No, I still need more than £100.